Hi guys, this is PackRat556 here, and I wanted to do a follow-up video to my Fire Kit 101 video. Therefore, I call this video Fire Kit 201 because I wanted to go just a little bit more into detail. I also wanted to do some small demonstrations of some of the techniques that I'm talking about today. And also, in Fire Kit 101, I really talked about the most basic, most simple methods, the most obvious things in packing in your fire kit, such as a cigarette lighter or carrying Strike Anywhere matches. Also, the flint and steel or fire steel striker, using cotton as a tinder, just real basic things that probably most everybody knows, but sometimes it's good for us to review the most basic things. But in this video, I wanted to take it just a little bit more beyond the obvious and maybe present a few things that maybe some of you guys haven't heard of before. Most of the ideas that I'm going to present here are not things that I've originated myself, but can be seen in other videos here on YouTube or on the internet elsewhere. But these are just things that I've kind of things that I've used that work for me, and I just want to kind of sum them up and pass them out there for those that might not be familiar. First of all, you can see I have a tea light candle here. I've actually got it burning. I've got quite a bit of melted wax with that candle. First of all, a tea light candle is a great thing to keep in your fire kit. Let's say I'm trying to get some kindling going like this, and for me to stand here with my cigarette lighter and light it will take away a lot of fluid out of my lighter. It's wasting my resource when I can just simply light that candle within a 2 seconds, burning time on my lighter, and now I can sit there and hold this kindling over the candle and light that kindling without wasting this resource. So that's why actually carrying a candle with you is a smart idea in your fire kit. Also, why if you're in the dark at night and you're trying to light a fire and you don't have another light source, a candle can be used to help you see what you're doing around you while you're preparing your tinder and your kindling, that type of thing. I talked about in my Fire Kit 101 video carrying matches, and I just put these matches into a pill pouch with a striker included inside. These are standard matches. The thing is, if these matches should get wet, which is not going to happen while they're in this pill pouch, but let's say I wanted to waterproof them just as an extra level of security with my matches, I wanted to show you how to do that. Now, most of you guys are probably familiar with this method, but I thought I'd just share it just in case somebody's not familiar. This is just a standard strike-on box match, okay? And what I'm going to do is just dip it down here in the melted wax. Just make sure it's coated real good. And of course I want to let that wax dry a little bit. And I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how this works. It's a glass full of water, and I'm just going to drop my match in the water. Make sure it's submerged real good so that it's as wet as it can get. Okay, and I'm going to take that match out of here. I'm going to shake it off a little bit. And now here's my striker. And there's my match lighting. So you saw, just a regular match that was totally submerged, and with that, I'm able to get it to strike fairly easily. The nice thing about these waterproof matches is, actually with the wax on the match, it actually prolongs the burn time of the match. And you can see I still got it kind of wet there, so it's sparkling, that kind of thing. But anyway, just wanted to show you that method and how it works. I'll pick up this on another clip. Okay guys, I did want to elaborate just a little bit more on one of the kinds of tinder which I talked about, which was the standard cotton ball. If you use a fire steel and light this cotton ball, which is very easy to do, this cotton ball will burn up within 30 seconds to a minute, fairly quick. It doesn't last long. But if you use your tea light candle and soak up some of that wax into this essentially becomes a candle in itself. Now I can just put a tea light candle down in a fire pit, put tinder on top of it, and use that to light my fire, but now I've wasted my whole candle. So if I use my cotton ball, then I can only use a portion of this wax and get the same result. So I wanted to give you a quick demonstration of that. First thing, I'll blow out my candle, and now I'm going to soak up some of that wax with my cotton ball. Okay, and it doesn't have to be completely coated, just soak up a bunch of that wax there. Okay, show you what I got here. I think you guys can see that pretty good. Now I've still got a lot of cotton there, dry cotton, but once this wax has had a chance to dry, this is going to be real easy to start with my fire steel. Give you a quick demonstration of this. And now, as I talk a little bit more, we'll just keep an eye on that. Sorry for bumping the camera, and let you see how well that burns. Some of the other things that you might consider in your kit, in your survival kit, that can become tender, or in your first aid kit, such as gauze, anything that's made out of cotton. And one of my favorites, personal favorites, are alcohol preps. I like to keep alcohol preps in my kit to sterilize any type of wound. Even a small cut or something, I'll wipe it off with an alcohol swab. But this is an excellent fire tender, very flammable, and this is also an easy thing that you can start with a fire steel. Let's give this a test. I'm afraid that cotton ball is going to burn all night. So again, this is just a small alcohol swab with a fire steel, and you can see it's burning as well, just to show you in case you can't see it. And this will give you a chance to compare a cotton ball without the wax to the one with the wax. You can see how fast this one's going to burn up compared to that one. Another thing that you can keep it, and that you probably already keep in your kit, is hand sanitizer. I have actually used a bottle of hand sanitizer like this with a small alcohol stove and brought water to a boil, a small amount of water in a camp stove or in a camp pot. Hand sanitizer is a great fuel, and it's also a great fire tender. Notice this cotton ball compared to the one that I soaked in wax. So you can see this is still going strong. That one's already almost out. But I did want to give you a small demonstration of some of this hand sanitizer gel and how well it'll start up. And this stuff burns really hot, even hotter than that wax cotton ball does. I'm going to move myself around the camera here. And now you can see that that's burning as well. Just to show you, it is burning. Put a little bit of the Spanish moss up here. Dry Spanish moss, catch this blaze, no problem with that hand sanitizer gel. And so I can use that as a great way to get my fire started. Starting to make a mess here. I'm going to cut this clip, and I've got a few more things to share with you guys. You can see this one's still going strong with the wax, and that one's long gone. So I'll pick back up in a minute, guys.